Hey guys, Mr. Gran with a quick video about finding reference angles. So one thing we're going to ask you to do with these angles of rotation is to find what are called reference angles. With what we're doing with this, you technically don't have to draw the graphs of these. However, it can be really beneficial to draw the graphs until you get a really firm understanding of what these things are. And to be honest, I'd probably still draw one if I were taking a test and had to figure these things out. So, what is a reference angle? A reference angle is the angle that's left between the terminal side of your angle of rotation and the x-axis, the closest angle, okay? So with our first one here, we've got a 140-degree angle of rotation. The reference angle is what is left in this space between that 140-degree angle and the x-axis. Now the x-axis happens to this time be at 180 degrees. It's not always going to be at 180. Sometimes it's going to be at 360. It could be over at 540. If it was a second rotation, it could be back at 0. It depends on the problem, but it's just the closest distance to get back to the x-axis. So between 140 degrees and 180, this reference angle is 40 degrees. Now with our negative ones, one thing that students find confusing sometimes is that reference angles are always positive. So this is a negative 100-degree angle. To get to the x-axis, the closest way to the x-axis is where it's negative 180 degrees. So the reference angle is this space that's left. And now from negative 100 to negative 180, there's 80 degrees left to go, and it is a positive 80-degree angle. Then for our last one, now we went all the way around plus a little bit. We've got a 400-degree angle. So it went a full 360 plus up to here. Now our reference angle, one thing students tend to do with this is they try to go how far is it to the x-axis over here. But it should always be less than 90 degrees. It's what is left, this angle right here. The closest, the shortest distance back to the x-axis or to the x-axis. And so from 400 to 360, that is another 40-degree reference angle.